Well, hello gang, and welcome back to Arcanum. I noticed while I was on the save screen that it does give us this little advice. It's given us these story updates the entire time. It says, it seems that Arronax was not the ultimate evil that everyone had feared. It is Kerghan the Terrible, first of the Dark Necromancers, who we must pit ourselves against. So, I don't know if that only says that because I told him the truth that I would help him, or if it changes. But it's kind of disappointing if it gives that away. I'm not going to be able to unlock this, am I? I mean, I've jammed it, so let's just chop it up. Why not? Not giving me any other choices here. What do we got? Unidentified armor, 10 arrows, an unidentified sword. 694 gold. The game's just throwing gold at me at this point. So it's like, you got no more use for it. Here you go. Have it all. We're gonna at least let you retire rich. Kinda figured I would jam that. You probably need, like, maxed out lockpicking and expert training to get that or something. Why am I even taking the freaking gems? They're not valuable. Put the gloves in there. Another unidentified sword. I would like to take the small armor, but I can't identify anything, so again, what's the point? Potions of haste, I might need those. If these fights get hard, you can hold my flawless dwarven good luck rubies. I trust you not to waste them. Really, you know what? You don't use prowling anyways, so sure, wear it. I don't care. And I'm keeping Whisper's gem on me just for good luck. Whisper seemed like a nice enough elf. Of course, that's how they get you. They seem nice. They seem like you might jive well together. Blood spirit. Come on. I want to kill all of you at the same time. I thought Kerghan would be up here, but it appears there's a teleporter. It's gonna teleport me right to his throne room, isn't it? Pretty damn close. Dark champions. I gotta check my journal after this and see what's the most evil thing I've killed so far. Are these guys evil at all? Accepted defeat Kerghan. Accepted effect Arronax is released from the magic that binds him. The most evil thing we've killed is Mingarad. The most magical is the Dark Champion. And of course those really cool robots that we killed are the most technical. So what the hell is this? I thought that was going to be his throne that he sits on. A locked stone door. I will never be able to get that. I love how powerful it is with just to chop things down. Who needs to lockpick? Lockpicking is for something people who want to be stealthy. Okay, so there's 2 boxes I need to attack here. What do I do? Pick up a battery? What? It's gotta be a trick. Holy crap, I actually unlocked it. Industrial salvage. Why does he have technological scrap scattered around over here? Okay, so there's nothing up there. I'm gonna save it again. There's gonna be a lot of saving that goes on in this episode, I imagine. Just to be safe. Dwarf city dwellers. Dead dwarfs? No, you bastard. Don't tell me I'm too late to save the Black Mountain clan, my dwarven brethren. Berserkers. Oh, really? You guys want to see what it's like when you piss off a real berserker? Ow. I haven't been critically hit for some time either. It's good to feel pain again. To know what it means to be alive. Krugmar thanks you for this indulgence you've given him. Who's the evil ones now? Of course, they don't have anything. Please stay out of my way, Raven. I don't want to waste my healing supplies on you. Bludgeoners, level 30. Of course, they're blocking my way. Oh, there's more of you than I had foreseen. And they actually hit pretty solidly. 24 damage is respectable, but it's just not good enough. Still not the most evil. The most powerful was the cursed paladins. I'm surprised. Were they level 50 or something? I don't remember them being exceptionally terrifying. Chop, 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 chop. Oh, I don't want to go here yet. I thought that was going to loop back around or something. We gotta go see if I can get to the dead dwarfs up here. Maybe one of them has a note. Maybe one of them's still barely hanging on. Can give us a bit of information. What happened here? What are you doing, spider? Did we just barely make it? Has he already completed? Did you dwarfs already build the entire thing? I don't think any of them are gonna be alive. Oh wait, no, there's a couple alive up here. Torture devices. Oh, can I not attack it from here? I'm holding Alt, aren't I? Okay, so maybe it's just...
What is it that you want of me?
I need you to get the fuck out of my way. You know what? And I did figure this out off screen last video. If I
It is done.
hold my mouse somewhere and press F1, they'll run to it. Okay, I can chop this down. I was gonna say, okay, is it still invisible or something? 139 gold coins. Morgana's tears. We'll give that to you, Raven. A looking glass. And an electrical coil. And lots of poor dead dwarves. Another locked door. Well, it's only fitting that I use a dwarven axe to free my dwarven brothers. A dwarf technologist. Someone from the other side has come. Who are you? I am Grinjar Silverhammer. Tell me, did Stinar reach you? Yes, he did, but he died before he could tell me what was happening. Stinar. How did he die? He perished in a most terrible way, pinned under the flaming wreckage of a Zeppelin crash. A Zeppelin? What is that? It's an airship that flies. It's suspended under a large balloon of farts and stuff. What? I've never heard such a thing. How is it possible? Look, buddy, I don't have time to catch you up on the history of aviation. The world has changed a lot since you've been there. No doubt driven by dwarven ingenuity and technological advances. Yeah, after Bates' engine, these guys should know Bates. We'll name drop them. After his engine, the humans began developing machines. So, our folly haunts us once again. If only we had harnessed that boy's ideas. What might have been. Well, that is of no consequence now. If we hadn't made some error in judgment the Dark Elves could exploit, another clan would have. So, what happened? The Dark Elves had been lying in wait, looking for a way to bring some dwarfs over to this side. They knew that technology would eventually weaken the wards to the point of failure, but they decided to accelerate the process. They needed a machine to open the rift up by distorting the already weakened wards. An elf couldn't make a machine to save his life, though. And then Bates went and made his steam engine. Exactly. Somehow, they convinced King Longhair to banish us. We were shocked, to say the least, but our king had spoken. We were told our banishment was to the Isle of Despair, but this is where we ended up. We can only assume our king knew nothing of their true intent. Well, I spoke to him, and I honestly, truly don't believe he did. He thought he was doing the best thing, and that you guys, well, weren't going to be sent to the void to be tortured for eternity. As soon as we arrived here, we were beaten mercilessly and thrown in chains. As our work progressed on the gate, Stennar formulated a plan. As soon as the gate had any functionality at all, he would go through and attempt to warn the other side. We knew that his absence would be noticed, and that they would try to stop him. He began preparations to disguise himself as a gnome. He starved himself to the point of sickness, and when the gate was near readiness, he shaved his beard. He believed that the full responsibility for what had befallen us was his. He would do whatever he thought was necessary to make things right, even that. So what happened after he went through? They tortured some of the clan to force us to reveal his plans. But we couldn't break. We wouldn't. We knew they needed us to finish the gate, and we had been disabling the gate in various ways for months. For all they knew, we still had months ahead of us to finish the thing, when we could have been finished months before. Then, they killed half of the clan in a last effort to force us to talk. We still did not break, and now, we are all that is left of our once great clan. Well, I will return back here when I have killed the people responsible. How do you do, sir? I'm happy to make your acquaintance. They're courteous to me. Well, I guess being courteous is the least I could ask for. Even here, I cannot sleep. Fuck you, Troikia. You could give me one goddamn bed in a place that's not an inn, or in a cabin in the middle of nowhere, to at least let me rest. Especially since, obviously, we're getting close to the very end, Kerghan here. You can't even give me a spring that refills my life, or a healing point or something. You gotta make it obnoxiously difficult. Not even difficult. It's just like, I hope you brought enough oxen for the journey to Oregon. I need so many freaking healing supplies. I think this is still episode 72.
Greetings. Long
Yeah, this guy.
For your arrival, and finally this moment has come. I am Kerghan, first of the necromancers, voyager in the lands of the dead.
And I am Krugmar. You're not exactly the person I originally expected.
I would think not. Although I know that you've already spoken with Arronax, so you probably know much of my tale. Tell me, what do you think of what has transpired?
Are you wanting me to jerk your limp dick of a world domination plan until it gets hard here, Kerghan? What do you want me to say? I think you're a freaking psychopath. I've been taken aback by it, I'm gonna admit. However, before I kill you, I'm completely willing to hear your side of the story, just for the history books, you know.
My life, in the world you call Arcanum, seems so very distant. The memories clouded like those of a child. And a child I was then, probing the darker magics, given glimpses of the truths yet to come.
So the council, were they right about the magics? I mean, Christ, look at you.
Yes, look at me. And what do you see? A monster? An abomination? You've no idea what I've discovered. You see with eyes tainted by life, and all which that accursed state embodies. My vision is clear because of those magics you hold in disdain. And the council, it is they them to thank for it.
Oh, really? And why do you thank them? Is it... Well, I can guess why. Because they sent him here to the Void, the land of the dead, and he's had 2,000 years to do whatever the hell he wants here.
In your world, your Arcanum, I was powerful. Perhaps the most powerful human magicka who has ever been. But to humans, cursed with our shortness of life, our brevity, what is this power? What can be learned in that impermanent spark that is our lives? Nothing. But here, in this so-called prison, there are no limits. There is no end.
So why are you stupid enough to want to go back to Arcanum?
This place, this void, has no time as you know it. I've been here for more than 2,000 of your years, and yet I've aged not at all. I feel as I did the moment they sent me here, or as when the Dark Elves first called to me. Do you now see? Here I can do everything I did in your world, but I am unfettered by the chains of mortality that time hangs upon us.
I like how it has the option I wanted to say. Leave here and stay here and leave our world be, jackass. But, actually, I'm curious. The Dark Elves thought they were calling to Arronax, but it was you the entire time.
Yes, I know. Ironic, isn't it? It was on my ears that their feeble and pathetic cries had fallen. To me, Kerghan, who had defeated their master and thrown him in chains. Kerghan, who had manipulated them into subverting the Benari and weakening the wars. Kerghan, who used them to send me the dwarves of the Black Mountain clan, who have now finished the bridge back to Arcanum.
But why? I mean, if you like the power and immortality here, then why not just stay here?
I truly wish I could. My reasons for returning aren't what you'd think. I had no aspirations for power or domination like your companion Arronax did. Aspirations that I became the victim of. No. Those are the motivations of the living, and I no longer place myself among them.
Then what is it you want? Oh.
If only I could show you the places I've seen, you might understand the things I say. I've been to the desolate lands, wandered by those souls who still see the lands of the living, but wear the cloak of the dead. Blind to their own ends, they cry, passing through one another like shadows in the dying light of day.
Spooky.
I've traveled to where souls rot in torment, pierced with the jagged shards of life and vision, clinging to memory, regrets of the flesh. I saw that this prison was of their own making, and the key was in unknowing, in release. And still, I traveled on. And finally, I came to the place where souls go to die, where the mirrored and worn spirits fall into an endless sea of gray, mirrored glass. And I lowered myself within, and lay there among them, and I almost did not return. And do you know what I found there? There, among the silent and battered shells of the innumerable, peace, enlightenment, truth. Only then did I realize that this place, this life, is an abomination, a horrible distortion of the natural order. This life, who mothered pain and fear and envy, these twisted children who exist only because we are here to feed them, to nourish them. This life, this afterthought, a disturbance, a mere ripple in that great, dead sea, not even the cause, but merely an effect, sending these souls upward, screaming for release from the day they are torn from their waters. The effect of what? I do not know, nor do I care. Have you ever spoken with the dead? Called to them from this side? Pull them from their silent rest.
No, I'm not a
You know what
necromancer.
it is that they feel? Pain. Pain when torn into this wakefulness. This reminder of the chaos from which they had escaped. Pain at having to live. There will be no more pain. There will be no more chaos. I see your soul, traveler. It screams, tattered and spent. Do you feel its pull? Do you hear its wailing? It is within my power to calm these waters, and that is what I shall do.
You know, I suppose that's a different sort of way to look at things, but I've kind of always been a sweet and sour type of guy myself.
I can no longer tolerate the atrocities that this thing, this life has brought about. There will be peace. There will be quiet. Life will no longer be. And so I go to Arcanum to be an end to it. And then I will join the souls of the dead when it is done.
Well, excuse me, before we go into a fight to the death, I've got a few questions for you.
Of course.
Tell me how you came here.
I was the first of the necromancers, and the Elven Council was displeased with my studies into the darker side of that discipline. After an inquiry into my activities, the Council was going to exile me, but Arronax, in his hatred of me, convinced their banishment was more appropriate for my so-called crimes. They banished me soon afterward.
I see.
Of course.
Why don't you tell me about the tiff, the lover's quarrel you have with Arronax?
Arronax was banished here only a few years after I was. After seeing how powerful I'd become, he raised a ragged army against me. But his efforts were useless. I destroyed his army and threw him in chains. A fitting end for him, and a reward for his endless arrogance.
Where are you guys getting the armies from? Where are you getting the evil creatures from? I have so many questions.
Of course.
Why don't you tell me about the Dark Elves and the Black Mountain Clan? Obviously they were just pawns in your game that conveniently were in the right place at the right time.
The Dark Elves began calling across the void soon after Arronax had been banished. By the time their feeble cries were heard, their master was already defeated and imprisoned. Pretending I was he, I masterminded the manipulation of the Panari, coerced the Dark Elves into betraying the trust of Logar and the Wheel Clan, and had the Black Mountain Clan sent to me.
And what have you had them doing the entire time here?
The Black Mountain Clan was brought here because of the nature of technology and magic. The wards which bind the gate back to Arcanum are weakening because of the rise of technology. I brought the dwarves here to construct a device to shatter the wards once and for all.
I'm so glad that he's just completely forthcoming with all of this.
Of course.
What is it you really want, Kerghan?
I want the end to all life. I've divined the mysteries of death and seen its truth. Death is the natural state of things, and life is a distortion of the natural order. I will put an end to it once and for all.
Yeah, but isn't that just gonna be on Arcanum? What if there's more worlds out there? You could have a very long, impossible task ahead of you.
Of course.
What is it you really... Okay, now what? Now what should we do here, Kerghan? Should we dance?
I can no longer tolerate the atrocities that this thing
Actually, you're quite mad. Yeah. You are mad.
It all depends on your point of view. Take yourself, for example. You've been told from the beginning of your adventure that you're the second coming of Nazrudin, the return of the living one. Do you believe it?
You know, for a while I did. Even as ridiculous as it was that he was apparently an elf and I'm a dwarf. But through my journey, I've come to realize it doesn't matter whether I am Nazrudan or not. I've still got my own morals and ethics and, code that I uphold. And it certainly stands in contrast with what you want to do, Kerghan. I mean, it doesn't matter if I'm Nazrudan or not. It doesn't matter if Virgil believes that I'm the chosen one or not. Well, I am the chosen one, Kerghan. And either way, you're going to die.
Very well. I shall send you to that great dead sea, and then you shall know.
Level 50 Kerghan. He has hatred. Let me use a potion of liquid skin thickening and a potion of haste, since I've got them. And let's see if we can get to the choppy here. He's got a ton of health. And he's a giant, creepy... I don't know what he's called. Virgil, don't you die on me. In fact,
it is done.
I want you to back off. Can I get you guys to run over here? Away from this asshole? I'm perfectly fine if he hits me, you know.
I've never seen such a skillful blow.
I don't want to see Virgil die here. If he dies, that's it. Maybe I can use a resurrection scroll on him. Maybe I won't be able to. But they're also not going to listen to me, apparently, and move over there.
Wow. I've never seen such a skillful blow.
No! My arachnid! How dare you? Lord's Slaves, level 22. Well, I'm not too terribly concerned about them.
That's the way to show those bastards. I mean, good hit, sir.
Because one more turn if we can survive, guys. And I'm going to completely have Kerghan on his knees, begging for forgiveness. Don't use this shit on me. You know I don't need any of it. I can't actually finish him off, huh? Let me heal myself up. Actually, I take it back. What I probably need to do is hotkey this and use it. It said get him low and then use the device on him. Did I do it, Ma? Did I do it right? It's an interesting device. Get fucked, Kerghan. Arronax, I still haven't made up my mind on you yet. I don't need to take care of one problem just to unleash another upon the world. So that's the portal that the dwarfs are making? I guess that makes sense. I thought it was his throne. It's a Stargate. See, I figured we were going to be bringing like a nuclear bomb here. We're going to blow the whole place up. I'd have no way to get back. Apparently I do, though.
The defeat of Lucan and his henchmen, coupled with your freeing of the ghost of Bessie Toon, enabled Shrouded Hills to grow and become a thriving community once again.
Oh my.
A new silver vein is discovered in the old Bessie Toon mine. Workers pour into town by the dozens, and within a few years, Shrouded Hills is a bustling boomtown. Such towns often have problems keeping the peace. Shrouded Hills has no such trouble, mainly due to the efforts of their new sheriff, Doc Roberts. Following the deaths of Pollock and Darian Mogg, the Boyle was demolished and then built anew. The Bentley was renovated and became the most elegant hotel in Tarrant.
I called it.
The owner,
I called
the
it.
Honorable Mr. Caleb Molloy, is often seen mixing drinks for his guests in the hotel bar.
That's hilarious.
Maximilian was returned to Dernholm, and all of Cumbria rejoiced in the return of their rightful king. Under the new rule of Maximilian, Cumbria quickly grew into a powerful nation, embracing both magic and technology. And once again, the proud banner of the Dragon Knights flew from the ramparts of Dernholm Castle, set there by their new captain, Lyanna Peldar. Loghaire Thunderstone never returned to his people, and a distraught and confused Ranver assumed leadership over the Wheel clan. Without a strong king, the Dwarven clan splintered, and a bloody war followed. In time, Ranver gathered enough followers to put an end to the conflict, but the dwarves were never the same again, secluding themselves forever from the outside world.
Welp. I tried.
The Bedouin continued to live in the dark fens, fighting here and there with loggers and poachers, but mainly keeping to themselves. They continued to live the primitive lives of nomad hunters, and they never spoke with the elves of Kintara again.
Rest in peace.
Upon returning to Arcanum, Arronax buried his father on the Isle of Thanatos. Later he traveled to the Vendigroth Wastes, and there used his powers and single-handedly raised the city from the ruins it had become. Vendigroth again became a place of awe and wonder.
I'm proud of him. 2,000 years and he did change.
Yet, after all of this, Arcanum is still what it always was. A place of possibility. A place of change. One thing is certain, and that is that nothing at all is ever certain in this place. Who's to say what the future holds for the land we call Arcanum?
And I wouldn't have it any other way. I actually was not expecting the game to end there. I don't know how I feel about this. I thought for sure there was going to be a little bit more left after that. I mean, I could feel that we were approaching endgame, especially with our battle with Kerghan there, but I'd assumed we were still going to have to go do something with Arronax. Oh, I'd say that was mostly positive ending. Really only ended on a downer with the dwarves, and I'm pretty sure that's because I made Loghaire feel like an asshole. Even though, you know, I probably should have went and spoke with him after I found out everything that happened. After I killed Mingorad, before I went to speak with Arronax in the Void, right after I got the Vendigroth device. I should have went back and talked to him. Obviously, I didn't know. I mean, I already went back and tried to talk to him once. I didn't want to make the long journey through the mines again. Can't believe this game is finally over. It was kind of shorter than I thought. I really assumed there was going to be like 5 hours more or something like that. Granted, there was a bunch of side quests I didn't do, a couple areas we didn't explore. I never did the whole Pantheon of Gods routine where I unlock all of their blessings. I'm pretty sure there were rumors that if you unlock all of the blessings and then do something else somewhere, you can become a god yourself. Never banished the demon in Caledon. What else didn't we do? There were some trinkets we never found, some quests. I think there was a quest back in Shrouded Hills I never completed, never got that lady's ring back. All in all, this has been a pretty enjoyable game. I'm glad you guys have suggested it a million times over the years, and I finally got around to it. I feel like after I came to grips with that the combat was just going to be horrible no matter what I did, and once I got the broken axe, I finally started to really enjoy the game. I had liked the story and the world and the lore and stuff like that. The dialogue was great, but the combat in this is so bad, so bad. I couldn't suggest this game to anybody to play unless I specifically warned them, you gotta break the combat somehow. Either go for the harm spell and teleport, or go for the pyro axe. I don't know if ranged weapons are that good with any build. I've had people in the comments tell me that they are. There's also, you know, builds with followers where you max out your charisma and you get like 5 or 6 or 7 followers or something like that. That could be pretty powerful. Give them all pyro axes or whatever else you can find or build. Yeah, it's been an enjoyable experience. The only other 2 playlists I'm getting into right now are Grandia 2 and 3030 Death War. We'll be streaming Dragon Quest, of course, Dragon Quest 11. And other than that, I really don't know what we're going to be doing. I want to thank you all for joining me and following me through this playlist. It's been a blast. There's not going to be any other videos after this. I don't want to go back and check anything else out. I'm not going to reload any earlier saves and do anything. I encourage you to explore the rest of the game on your own. Like I said, I found the game enjoyable, as long as you do something about the combat. If you want to see a magical playthrough, go check out Grimmeth's Let's Play. I'll link it down in the description. Ald Dragon has also started a Let's Play of this, and I believe he is going for a gunner build. So between us 3, you can see basically every major build there most likely is, except for the followers one, unless Ald starts stacking charisma. Yeah, once again, just thanks guys. It's been fun. Thanks for the comments. Fuck all of you who posted spoilers that I had to ban. Other than that, it's been a blast, and we'll see you in the next series. Whatever it may be, whatever world we might explore, I hope you'll join me.